Hey gang, what's happening? It is April 1st, 2017, and I thought I'd just do a quick walk around of the Big Red US General Pro Toolbox. Some people scoff at them. I think it's freaking awesome. I had the black 4-drawer for a number of years, passed it along. It was named Black Beauty. This one is named Big Red. You guys may, if you've been following me for a while, remember the video that I did of getting this, and it was thanks to all of you, my subscribers and dedicated viewers, that enabled me to get this through my YouTube revenues. Well, let's just tear into it. So let's see what's going on in the top here. These are all of my show tags, my garden tractor show tags, as well as my badge that I wear while I'm there. And the established 2002 is simply when I bought the property that had this shop in it. So that's why it's 2002. What else is up here? Some dielectric and another tube of dielectric down here. Just stuff that I grab real quick. A lot of the stuff for the impact is here. My flathead screw lock driver. I think it's a Stereo. Nope, that's a Craftsman. At least it's USA made. Just different stuff. And then full drill index with a drill card. Phillips heads are over here along with nut drivers, and then my ignition screwdrivers, my small snap-on ignition screwdrivers, and a small Phillips way back in the corner. You guys can pretty much see what's going on here. This is a Husky. What I like about these real well is one end is 5/16. That enables you to do battery terminals real quick and easy. So this sits up here. Tweezers, offset screwdriver. These things here are awesome for more than just what they're intended for. These are port cleaners for a oxyacetylene setup to clean the nozzles. These are also really good for cleaning ports on carburetors, if you're careful with them. Then I have other gauges of copper wire down in here too that I use the same thing for. Here's my old retired Streamlight Stylus Pro, because of that one, tape measure. You guys pretty much see what's going on there. Now let's get into this drawer. This is the drawer that I use the most. This one is open and closed probably 15 times more than any other drawer in the entire toolbox. This has all my 1/4 inch and 3/8 in standard, and I've been slowly going to just snap-on ratchets here. Snap-on, snap-on, snap-on. Craftsman. Snap-on, snap-on, snap-on. The same thing with my extension bars. They're either Blue Point, Snap-on, Mac or Matco, and I like the knurled, so you can see my collection of knurled are picking up. That pretty well rounds out that drawer. Then I've got my square head 8-point sockets here for square nuts on my old tractors, Torx, and then all of my long and short. And these racks that I have, they're Harbor Freight racks. I think they're $4.99. You get a pair of them for standards, and then $4.99 for a pair of metrics when they go on sale. Let that drawer get over here. This is my second most often open drawer with all of my ratcheting selectable. I really like the selectables. I don't like these that you have to flip over. But in 11/16, this kit that I got here, the Stanley kit, did not come with 11/16. And even though this is a foreign made Stanley set, it's been great. I put it right up there with any of the other brands that I've had. It's just a mix match plus my line wrenches back here. Okay, and these are my Protos, my beautiful Protos, and small ignition, Craftsman ignition wrenches. And you guys have seen my gear wrench adapters that allow me to use these and turn them into ratchets. and gear wrench socket adapters. Okay, next drawer. Got my hemostats for piping off fuel lines, pinching off fuel lines. Angled nose pliers, 3 long reach angled nose pliers, a couple of lineman's pliers, side cuts or dikes, blue point wire stripper, a small pair of, I believe these were, yep, oh, they're Japan. But the edge is real good on them, so those are in there. Vice grips, nippers, and this is my big pair, like for clamping off radiator hoses and stuff like that. And then I moved a couple of my crescent wrenches out from behind the toolbox because you'll see when I get to there. In this drawer, this is all my metrics, metric. These are flex head offsets. This is an 18 gear wrench that I found that, I mean, y'all know, you got to have an 18. So, this is just a cheap set here. These are my Evercrafts, made in Taiwan. I liked these crow's feet because they work really good as line wrenches. And then it's on my, I think it's a Matco. Mac or Matco, one of the two. I don't remember. Matco. Matco rail. And my big long snap-on pry bar. My shorter snap-on pry bar. This is a 12. This is, I believe, a 24. And then here's a little one. It's just a little Pittsburgh. I use that one a lot. What else we got? Then all of my slip joint pliers. I'm going to slowly start getting Nip-X, Cun-Nip-X to replace these, and these can go out in the garage toolbox. There's a little Pittsburgh set. I think I paid $5 for it, of crow's feet. And metric ignition wrenches. And then a gear wrench adjustable pry bar, which I have yet to use, but I only paid $20 for it, so they run quite a bit more than that. And then the bottom drawer is my drawer of shame. This is kind of the catch-all, except for I've got all of my metric T-handled Allen wrenches, my standard Allen wrenches, ball end Allen wrenches, and standard. These are standard and standard T-handle Allen wrenches. My half-inch extensions, my new Butamus snap-on that I picked up at the pawn shop is in here, and my old SV71 snap-on, and I was told this one is military. That was another pawn shop find. And my T-handles, and I use them fairly frequently. A couple of Craftsman breaker bars, all of my longer 3/8 extensions are in here, plus my overflow of extensions because I've got plenty in there for most anything I want to do. And these are all of my spare Craftsman wrenches and a Williams, I believe. Anytime I go to a garage sale, rummage sale, or anything like that, I've got a collection of old wrenches. This one actually needs to go out to the garage in that toolbox. That's where I keep the ones that I've collected. Then 1/4-inch metrics here, and I keep stuff so that there's an extension down there, so that I don't have to come up and open this drawer to get a ratchet. So I've got my ratchets down here for the 1/2-inch and 3/8 stuff. You know, there's a 3/8, there's a bunch of 3/8 back here, and of course my 1/2-inch. That pretty well rounds out what's inside. These are pretty handy. Little finger ratchet. This one's in 3/8 and 1/4-inch. Handy. Now we'll get to the outside. Tape measure always sits there. I've got my 2 impact drivers and a drill. All use the same battery. You guys have seen those. I've had comments about my little magnet strip and where I put my scrapers, and that's just real convenient. They're always right there. And a lot of my scrapers are painter's spatulas that I've modified. Like this one was long. It used to look, I can get these two lined up. Come on, cooperate. It's not cooperating. Okay. The one on top used to look like that. I just nipped the end off of it and sharpened it so that I could scrape small areas. But that was an icing spreader. That's a hide scraper, and it doesn't do it. You know, it mower decks. Then this is a Wilton stainless steel. This was an icing scraper that I just cut the end off of and sharpened. And then I do have an actual gasket scraper. It's my Matco. And old Red Devil paint scraper. And this is one that I made, and I made it out of a feeler gauge. Made that a long time ago. And sharper than Hades. And you can see I've sharpened it a lot over the years. But I made this probably, what, 25 years ago? 20 years ago? 22 years ago. 22 years ago. And then I used to have a fluorescent light that used these for the cord management, to hold the cords in place on machinery. Works great for the Sharpies. In fact, I'm not in short supply of them, so this one's not even being used right now. And let's get around. My PB blaster is just a couple of magnets that hold it there, and it's got the WD-40 nozzle on it. Then on the back, I went ahead and grabbed my two snap-on adjustables out of Old Blue and replaced those in Old Blue with the Williams, the old Crescents and Williams that I've got. And just put these out here because I like using them better. And my long, big wrench. And what have we got underneath? Underneath, a couple of knee pads, my cheapy auto darkening welding helmet. This is actually a Alice Chalmers, or Ugly Alice sweatshirt. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that. That was made for me for Christmas one year. And it doesn't collect a whole bunch of stuff down here, but like this is a piece for the Craftsman that I just stuck down there, which I can take and put over here. Then over here, underneath the shelf, is where I keep all of my magnetic trays, with the exception of my one large one, and the large round one rather, is currently right there. But you can see the imprint right here. That's where that one stays, because the shelf is not up very often. And for the shelf management, these shelves are really noisy when you're pushing it around and moving it around and whatnot. So what I did, I put a couple of felt pads here, and then down here I have computer hard drive magnets in heat shrink tube. So when I drop it, it comes down, and I get that. No rattling. This is just shelf liner, solid shelf liner, and is a fibrous shelf liner. And I just used double back tape to put it on there. And then we come up here to the top, and same thing. Same stuff up there. So there's a walk around of Big Red. That is how she sits most of the time. And oh, I forgot about my cheapy flashlight. I paid $5 or something like that for it. But it's got a side light and a front light. But anyway, there's just a quick walk around. I hope you guys enjoyed the video that I posted right before this one. I hope I got a couple of you. I enjoy April Fools. So that's it. These U.S. Generals, a lot of people scoff at them, but you know, total combined weight capacity evenly distributed from bottom up is 704 pounds. That's a lot of weight that you can carry around in this thing. So there you have it, folks. I've got to run into town, but I do promise you, you will see me on the next video. I will be here. I will. Count on it. Alright, that's it. This is your friendly neighborhood Zippo at 2:45 in afternoon. Heading to Rural King to get a couple things. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Zippo later. I'm out.